Hello, I'm Deanne, and welcome to Power English for Foreign Execs. This channel, Power English, is for business people who are interested or who are currently working in US-based companies or rising stars who wish to work in US-based companies either in their home country or here in the United States, where I am. When I call my channel Power English, the way that I define it is that Power English is the effective use of English words and phrases and idioms and expressions and understanding cultural nuance and being culturally aware of differences in your cultural style and those of the American business style. So before I even go into it, let me just say happy Lunar New Year. It's the year of the dragon. I hear it's the luckiest sign of the zodiac. So this is going to be very beneficial, I think, for this channel as I look out into the international market, especially with a pivot to Asian executives, because that's really where my experience and interest lies. But it's really, this channel really is for everyone who wants to enhance their Power English skills. And as a matter of fact, this is also, I think this is the week for Valentine's that's coming up, and also to celebrate in February African American or Black History Month in the United States, celebrating the contributions of Black people in the United States. So we're talking today about enhancing leadership strategies, enhancing your current leadership style. Now, I have several topics broken down, but today I just want to I'm going to break it down into two parts, this video. So today will be part one, where I talk about strategies 1 to 5. And then in the next video, I'll do the remainder 6 to 10. So why are we doing this? I believe that leadership style is a combination of so many different things that it's not just about your skill set in business, or your business acumen, but also how you work with others and how you develop your own personal internal skills. So I'll have the 5 topics today. So the first one is cross-cultural communication. You have to be able to understand the American culture and it translate into business, in that communication is usually direct and assertive, not aggressive, but that's really the negative side, but really assertive, making sure that in your directness, you are giving clarity, you are giving feedback, letting your team know this is what you expect, but certainly in a way that says, this is A and I mean A, this is B and I mean B, not just say, okay, let's do something. You've got to be extremely, extremely clear. Not that you have to spoon feed your team on everything, but the more clear and transparent you are, the better it is for you and the team to have success on many different projects. I'm looking down here at my notes because I always have my notes for each video so that I don't forget anything. And also in this section in cross-cultural communication, make sure that your expectations are clear, either in specifics of the project, but also deadlines of what you expect to have, and you cannot really blame anyone if you don't give expectations of timelines for a project and you're not getting it as immediate as you may want. And if it takes longer, you have to say to the team, if it's going to take longer than what I'm asking for, let me know. You always want to have the team come back for feedback. And the second thing is continuous learning and development for yourself. For yourself, you've got to commit to being a student of lifelong learning. You may already have your graduate degree or your terminal degree of a PhD, but nothing is more important than constantly upgrading your skill sets, be it in, well, I know that for many of the Ivy League institutions, they have executive leadership programs, and those programs could be for another degree or for a shorter term semester like length of getting a certificate in leadership development. So maybe in your home country or in the United States, the company can certainly, you can talk with them, at least in human resources, to find out whether they would financially underwrite the cost of these leadership or training programs, so to speak, or certificate programs. But look into that. It's just that keep in mind we are always students of life. And life teaches us many things that we didn't learn, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but we developed those skills so that we could become our better selves and in turn better leaders and managers. And for the next one, let's look at um, adaptability and flexibility. You have to be able to work and feel comfortable working in a fast-paced, dynamic environment. Things change, challenges occur that you had not anticipated. For example, like the pandemic, nobody anticipated that, yet companies still had to survive. And you may be in the senior leadership position to be able to, and here's an idiom, to right the ship, the company. The ship is the company. Right, R-I-G-H-T, means to keep the company steady and afloat as it navigates through challenges. You may have to be the leader to right the ship, right the division of the organization that you are managing. Um, there is a famous fable, and maybe in your culture you also have this too. A fable is a story that has a very big life lesson to it, and it is that the story of the oak tree, OAK tree, and the willow tree, WILLOW tree. Both trees are very strong, and in this fable, both trees are very strong. The oak is huge. It's bold, strong. Uh, it has it has honor in it. The willow is also a strong tree, but in the story, they are competing to see who has uh, the best strength in a very terrible, terrible storm, like a tsunami or a monsoon, I guess. And the idea is that the oak is steady, it's honorable, it's strong, it's bold, and it weathers the storm the best way it can, but it stays immovable. While the willow tree is able to move against the wind as it comes in and out. It's able to navigate throughout the storm and survives whole, while the oak may be broken. It has an honorable death, but it is broken. And what I'm using in this fable is that you should try to be the willow that can master and navigate through many challenges that you will encounter in the workspace, in the work situation on many projects. And, others will look to you for your leadership to uh, be part of the team that leads them throughout these challenges, because it will get better. It will get better. You have to be able to um, show that strength and that steadiness, but it doesn't mean showing that strength and steadiness that you have to be so stoic that you don't bend and move. And the pandemic is a great example. Some companies could not move, chose not to move. Maybe they did, but if they could not be able to bend and change with the challenges, they did not do as well. Okay, so if you like what you're hearing, I invite you to subscribe. Many of you may be new here, and I invite you to subscribe or click the like button or make a comment or two. It doesn't have to be a long comment. It could be very, very short. And I would appreciate it. And the algorithms for YouTube would also appreciate it. So whether your comment is yay or nay, it matters not, but I would like to get some feedback from you, and I would appreciate that. Also want to let you know that I also do one-on-one executive career coaching. So if you're facing some challenges or need help with workplace situations or strategies for interview techniques or resume writing, I would be glad to work with you. So check my information down below in the description box to reach out to me, and I'd be glad to talk with you. Okay, let's move on to the fourth item, networking and relationship building. Nothing is so important, I think, as reaching out into the network of your company, colleagues, and also your peers in the industry to share insights, to collect information at conferences or networking sessions, whether these networking sessions are formal or not. Conferences are a really good place, professional associations. So if you are a business leader and you are at a conference, you certainly can volunteer. You may be asked to make presentations and workshops or lead a discussion. Take advantage of those opportunities, even if you may be a little bit nervous about it. Really talk with some colleagues, your peers, mentors, friends that can give you some insight as to how to present yourself, or to listen to this channel, because I will be doing that. I think I've also done a little bit of giving you some ideas since I've created this channel on how you can do or make better presentations. But take the opportunities to build your own leadership style, because it's not static. It's always changing. As you learn more information, you grow. Um, and I would like you to make sure that when you hear these particular strategies, learn them as Power English, because they may also become part of your workplace evaluations. How is, Dekion doing in adaptability? How is he doing with networking? How is he doing with leading a team? All those kinds of things, you should be familiar with these phrases and be able to um, discuss them informally, even at networking sessions or at associations or at conferences, saying, how do you work with your team on this? How do you, work with your team on that? They don't have to give you specific information as to the secrets of their company, but you certainly can be talking with them about uh, ideas and insights that you can share and that they can also share with you. And then let me also give you for this one here, it's how to empower and develop others. This is also extremely important. not only developing your ability, but developing the uh, empowerment and confidence in your team members. So, for example, if you're a foreign executive and from the Philippines and you are a new team leader in the American company, you may want to institute a mentorship program where you have your teams are paired up. If it's a tech company and you're an engineer, a senior engineer, you may want to develop a mentorship program within your division or within your department of teams that are paired with senior engineers with junior engineers. And you also take advantage of those opportunities, and have a mentee and you are the mentor, and have one-on-one meetings with your junior engineer so you can hear them talk about what they want to do and what they want to accomplish and what you want to do and accomplish for the department. Give them opportunities and build their confidence by asking them sometimes to sit at the table of the decision-making process. They don't have to be there all the time, and certainly they're not going to be the ones to make the final decision, but they should see the process. And the fact that you are mentoring someone along to get them to that level builds their confidence, which in turn helps you with the department. Because when you've got confident team members, there is always this ongoing and comfortable feedback. There's a lot of uh, challenges that the team will encounter, but if they feel that they can give feedback and get feedback from you, it makes the atmosphere a lot more collegial and not, well, I can't go in and talk to the boss because he doesn't really talk to us and I'm a junior engineer. You don't need to have that kind of environment. So you're fostering not only the cultural communication, but also mentoring communication. That bodes very well for you as a leader and helps you to grow. So let's call it a day. As I've said, meaning let's complete this section. I thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in part 2 of this. But I'm so glad that you came by, and I hope that you will take advantage of these strategies as you move ahead in your career. So as I said, I will catch you in part 2. So have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.